Hello friends, this is our third lecture. We saw first lecture was introduction, second one we saw the joys and griefs of parents are secret and they sweeten labors, but they at the same time make misfortunes bitter. They increase the cares of life, but at the same day they mitigate remembrance of death, and because perpetuity of the generation. Always we think of that, our generation will continue, so that is a great question. Now today we will see the second point, and that is the advantages of being childless. Or we say great contributions are made by childless men. Bacon was childless. Childless. He married, but he was not a parent. He married, he was a husband. No children for him. So now here he says that all those people who made lasting contribution to human race, they are childless. See, that's something that we cannot take as such, You have to see, that's a point of debate, we can say. Let's see it. And surely a man shall see the noblest works and foundations have proceeded from childless men. Childless men and women. So you can see that throughout these essays, he doesn't give much importance to women. So the feminists, I think, may not be happy with Bacon's essays. No? Yes. Have proceeded from childless men who have sought to express the image of their minds where those of their bodies have failed. Those of their bodies means procreation of children. So that is, those of their bodies have failed. But the images of their mind, their imagination. So they could give the best expression to the imagination, to the images of their mind, that means their imagination, and make lasting contributions to the human race. As I told you, we have to take this with a pinch of salt. With a pinch of salt means you cannot accept this as such. You can see both men making contributions. For example, you have got, say, Bacon, a childless person, but Shakespeare married and had children, isn't it? So he made lasting contribution to human race. Or let's say Charles Dickens, he had 10 children. So he was a great novelist, made lasting contribution to English literature. And then you have got Queen Victoria. She had 8 children, but she made lasting contribution. So the noblest work of their foundations have proceeded from her. But on the other side you will find Queen Elizabeth. She did not have children. Then again you will find that this George Eliot, Jane Austen, they did not have children, but not just because they don't have children, they did not have children, they made this contribution, that we cannot say. I think that Bacon has in mind those people those religious people, say for example monks and nuns, that is we call now this convent nuns, and also monks. See the genetics, the studies about genetics was inaugurated, we can say, by Mendel. He was a monk, isn't it? He was a monk. Monk means a person who remains unmarried, who takes vows to God, saying that he will not marry, he will obey, and he will remain poor, and all those. These are the 3 vows, promises made to God. So then they have nothing else to do except work for the betterment of or progress of humanity. Or you can see other ways, see Mother Teresa, for example. Recently we had Mother Teresa, unmarried. She made great contribution to this world. So you can say on both sides, on both sides of the Atlantic, as we say now, there are supporters. Those who married, they also have become great. Those who remained unmarried, they also made great contributions to human race. So as such, you cannot fully agree with Francis Bacon. And surely a man shall see the noblest works and foundations have proceeded from childless men. One of the reasons, because if you see what happens is, when you have children, then what will happen to you? You will have your misfortunes will become bitter. And your cares will increase. Isn't it? Your cares will increase. Misfortunes will become bitter. You may have to suffer a lot of griefs. So, a person who is unmarried, he does not have or she does not have any such cares and worries of life. So, he can concentrate, single-minded, he can work for the betterment of humanity. That's what he means, but of course, we have to, as I told you, we cannot accept this statement as such. So, and surely a man shall see the noblest works and foundations have proceeded from childless men. Childless men also, we can say, who have sought to express the images of their minds, where those of their bodies have failed. Those of their bodies means, I have already told you, procreation means they did not have any, their labors were not sweetened, they did not have joys, then they did not have any hope of immortality, that is continuation, perpetuation of his race and all those things. But therefore what happens? All his energy or her energy could be concentrated on works of noble nature or noble works which or laying foundations of noble works which probably might have, or we can say might have already have influenced the human race. See, such contributions as I already told you about recently your Mother Teresa, or say like a great statesman, or great artists. See, those people, because their simple reason is that they don't have anything else to think about and worry about. So, the care of posterity, and conclusion is this. So, the care of posterity future is most in them that have no posterity. This, I think, this most we can apply this to, as I already told you, those people who devoted their life fully for service to mankind. That is such great examples I told. I can see examples I have already told you, but you can see now missionaries. They leave their homes and go to faraway places, say in African jungles, or you can see they move from their comfort, their zones of comfort. They leave from there and they go to places where people lead a very subhuman existence. They work among them, they establish schools and then educational institutions, teach them how to lead a life of hygiene and all those things. You can see that. And not only missionaries, I say missionaries, not just Christian missionaries, but any missionary for that matter. A missionary doesn't mean always Christian missionary. It can be, that person can belong to any religion or any group or any sect. So, anybody who works with single-minded devotion for the betterment of human race, you can call him or her a missionary. That way you should understand it, not any particular sect or anybody belonging to a particular religion, not that. So the simple reason is posterity means future. Okay, if you look at say in your own place, you will find that there are people who devote their life for, all the time they devote their life for, say, differently abled people. Differently abled people, children, then they go around helping street children. They get them, put them in hostels and help them. So these things probably most of the time we can see done by childless people. That is people who are not married and they have no cares of life, no cares of family life, no cares of children and so on. Understand? See, that way you can understand that. Okay. So any other point is very simple. If you are childless, if you are an unmarried person, if you are a bachelor, you don't have your cares and worries definitely will be less. So you can devote yourself for doing noble works and laying foundations of noble works for the progress of humanity as a whole. Otherwise, what happens? You will be concentrating on your family, micro level. The other is your imagination will be working at a macro level. That's the difference. Okay. And he says, they that are the first raisers of their houses are most indulgent. First raisers of their houses, those who start their family life maybe for the first time in their life, in your life. You see, this is everybody starts their family life for the first time in their life. Not their second family life, third family life, no such thing. I think it is aimed at nuclear families. In joint families, of course, you have got many controls and many restrictions, directions, guidance, and all those things. But if you are, once you start a nuclear family, say your family is a nuclear family, husband, wife, and children, then you can devote all your energy to your children. And in such cases, what happens is there is a defect that the parents will become indulgent towards their children. Indulgent means satisfying all their needs, whether good or bad. Certain needs you need not satisfy. If you satisfy certain needs, what will happen is they will go wrong. Suppose your child says that I want to spend all the time, say 10 hours a day, mobiling. If you allow that, that's not a thing that you should allow. But if you are an indulgent parent and the child says that then I will not eat anything, I will not go to meet my friends, I will not go to school and so on, they will declare a strike. Then what will happen is the father will say, okay. If it is in a joint family, there are other controls. Father will be, grandfather will be, uncle will be there, aunts will be there, and then this tradition will be there. But when you are all alone, you are starting a family life of your own. That is what happens is there is a danger that parents will become indulgent and children will get spoiled. Listen. So they that are first raisers of their houses are most indulgent towards their children. Means satisfying all their needs, whether plus or minus, whether good or bad, whether useful or useless, or useful or harmless. Useful or harmful, any of this. They don't care, they don't make any discretion. So they satisfy all their needs, and that is becoming indulgent towards one's children, beholding them, looking at them, seeing in them as the continuance not only of their kind. So why are you becoming indulgent? Because you think that, these people, they will continue my tradition, my good name, my family, so I should look after them. I should not give any chance for them to suffer nothing like what do you call no wants. They should lack nothing. They should be given everything. Even if I have no money, I borrow some money and then fulfill the needs of my children, even if those needs are not required. See that such things I am ready to do. Why? Because he has got in his mind that then this boy or this girl or these children of mine, they will continue my kind. My kind means my generation or my tradition, my family tradition. But of their work, and so both children and creatures. So that creatures means people who are completely under your control. And children, like children. Creatures and children means children and those people who are completely under your control. That is creatures means. So, they that are the first raisers of their houses are most indulgent towards their children because they look at them as the continuance not only of their kind but to their work. So they think that, parents think that my work will be continued with them. So doctors may think that my sons and daughters will become doctors. Engineers will think like that. Or great government officials, IAS people will think that my children will become IAS. Right? So anything that creates any obstacle, even if it is very slight, I should not allow such obstacles to stand in the way of the fulfillment of the ambition of my children, because they will continue my work, they will continue my kind, and so both children and creatures. Not only to children but creatures. Creatures means who are completely under your control. So parents think that children and those people who are under my control, that may be the workers. So I should become indulgent towards them. I should satisfy every one of their need because they think like this. My children will continue my tradition. My children will continue my family and my race. I can see my race being continued in my children, and also my work continued in my children. They will take up my work, and this is the case with the creatures also. Creatures means those people who are your complete control. That means they may be workers or their servants or people who depend upon you. Understand? So we have seen now 3 points so far in this essay. First one we saw joys and griefs of parents, they are secret. You cannot, children sweeten labors, children mitigate or make less the remembrance of death, and children, parents believe or parents think that by their children they will become immortal. That is immortality, so to say. Their family will never die because there is somebody to continue. At the same time that we saw, it will increase, misfortunes will be made bitter, and plus you can see it will increase the cares of the life. That is the first point. Second point, we saw that the childless people, they are the people who make noblest contributions to the progress of mankind. This we have already seen. You cannot accept as such, because we saw married people with a dozen children, dozen minus 2, that is Charles Dickens. Charles Dickens had 10 children, but you know what a great writer he was, what great contribution, significant contributions he made to the growth of English literature. And then we saw that that statement is very important. So the care of posterity is most in them that have no posterity. This we cannot accept. However great is big, this we cannot accept. And that's the second point. And third point, we saw that the first races of their families, they have a weakness. What is the weakness? They are indulgent towards their children as well as the creatures. Creatures means people entrusted to them or people who are completely under their control. Indulgent. Indulgent there means satisfying every need without any discretion. You know, what you have to do, there is a saying that enough is, you should say enough is enough. You know, you should be such a person. Because if they, as I gave you an example, or a child says that a school, you're a student, says that I will not go to college or school, I will sit in my home and watch TV and films and all those things. You cannot accept that. You cannot allow that. Because if you allow that, then what will happen is that you become an indulgent parent. That's the point. Understand that? So I think that these 3 points, so joys and griefs of parents, childless people make contributions to human race. Thirdly, the first generation parents, they are very indulgent towards their children, thinking that they will continue the family tradition and also the work of the family. This may or may not be true. So we cannot say what Bacon says in these 2 cases. That is point 2 and point 3. You cannot completely, or these are points or which you can have a debate. Understand that? That's what is it. Hope that you are following me. I hope that the lectures are useful to you, and in that case you should definitely share your views with others and subscribe. So till we meet again, bye, have a nice time.